So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get this to the 32. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now it's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not...
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And able to find Allen Lazard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Rodgers again now. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
He did a good job keeping his focus downfield as he rolled out of the pocket, trying to fit a pass in. But that defender nearby made sure that one didn't result in a 1st down.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Over here. Box it.
And again, it's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver. So the touchdown, Packers!
Aaron Jones, 32 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers.
The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Rodgers with a keeper. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. 2nd and inches. It did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now this time, Rodgers will throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Crosby is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tariq Carpenter. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Crosby is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
The kick by Crosby is good, and now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
From way up at the 23.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
This is swung out to Eckler. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Open man is Palmer.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown!
Austin Eckler.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Herbert back to the air.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another play. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a fourth quarter lead. Hopkins' kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rodgers now on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Touchdown, Packers. Sammy Watkins, 29 yards.
And the Packers have taken a fourth quarter lead.
This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it, we got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Rodgers will throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for two. And now the lead stays at 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the...
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a first down carry by Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Rodgers looking to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the counter, here's Jones. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that'll push the lead up to 8.
So a win here for the Packers. We've said it so many times in the past, but it was Aaron Rodgers, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he's instrumental in earning this victory.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Green Bay Packers. Kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Ford Field. This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
To throw again on 2nd down, Rodgers. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Jones is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Crosby is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They snap it to Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From the 41, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Charger football to start quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say for the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Rodgers going to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he is going to have the Packers 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this time Rodgers will throw. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yep.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
That bumps us up to a three-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up three possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From way up at the 23. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
From way up at the 23.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. Wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Hey, that's
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Well, this defense for the Packers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Rodgers now on 1st down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. That's caught right side by Rodgers. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll find Aguara complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun give to Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Again, it's Fournette. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal from the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
To throw is Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Buccaneers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They begin with a run by Fournette, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. Buying time to his left. Jones has it. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. The Bucs are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Brady will try again on second down. That is caught. It's crisp. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around with a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Brady going to throw. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
And this one nearly intercepted. Oh, that's a ball he thinks he should have had. Instead, maybe a chance for the offense to get 3 out of it after all. 4th down.
Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Touchdown, Packers. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
9 seed in the NFL, and Cameron Brate just keeps sticking around to make plays like that. Undrafted out of Harvard back in 2014, he has certainly outlasted many other tight ends since that time. He's a quarterback's best friend, and he's more than earned it.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers. To connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stout troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. That one into the hands of Watkins downfield. Touchdown, Packers. Sammy Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now this thing gets marked where it went out of bounds, so they're going to have really good starting field position near midfield. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the gut, Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 17-14. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the 2nd half. 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. That one good for 37 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, Oftentimes, guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Brady now on first down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down, here's Fournette. Trucks over him. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Fournette. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Fournette again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bucs are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
26.
Throwing is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st down, Rodgers Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Give him 32 on the play.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense. But on game day, they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Brady. Steps away to his left. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score. Packers 28. Buccaneers 23.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown, CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have...
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got Bioski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But the criticism is that he overthrew his man, but you got to give him credit. He also didn't risk an interception with that type of a throw. Because of that, they still have a chance to put some points on the board.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Rodgers going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he returns this to the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. To throw is Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Brady to throw. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now Brady. This complete to Jones. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. That was an excellent come from... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Jake Elliott ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Rodgers going to come out throwing. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. He'll be dropped up. About 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.